Hello, treasure tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest II with me, BlueAnkylo. So today, before we head to any dangerous dungeons under the sea filled with lava and other problems, we're gonna go pick up a couple items that I have missed. I did have a quick look at a couple guides, or just one guide in specific, before I started today's episode, and I do know how to solve two side quests right now. So, one side quest is to make the special armor for the princess, which will certainly help, because she just, it's really hard to keep everybody alive right now. And the second quest is the Sunken merchant ship, and both of those side quests are a little bit hard, although I was on the right idea for the Robe of Water, I believe is what it's supposed to be called. So we're gonna go pick that up. It was, or is, in that tower. So I'm sure I have some comments on that video, seeing as I'm recording ahead rather than waiting every single episode for people to leave comments. But they tell us, it's just one of those things in Dragon Quest, especially old JRPGs, where they give you a hint, but just barely. So it is in the north of these two towers, like I basically guessed. And it is on the third floor, like we were told. But where is it on the third floor? So if this is floor 1, floor 2, floor 3, it's in here somewhere. But where? I didn't actually look it up, but it's literally on the ground on this floor somewhere. And if I can't find it relatively quickly, I will have to look up that as well. So this is one of those really dumb quests. And I don't know what else to say other than I don't know how anyone would figure this out naturally. They told you it was on the third floor. That's not a lie. But, oops. Hey. Where is it on the third floor? It could be anywhere. At least you don't have to, like, go into your menu and select search like you would have had to on the NES. On the original, you would have had to check every square manually using the search item command, search menu command. I mean, we got some random battles. Anyway, we'll try to get this out of the way quick. I should have just looked up exactly where to go, so that was my bad. I forgot just how many squares there were. I saw the confirmation that, yep, it's on the third floor, you just have to search for it. And I'm like, okay, that can't be that bad. Little did I know. I mean, I'm sure I have found this before, but I probably had to use a guide last time. And, I guess I kind of have a feeling it's on the south side of this room. I sure hope I am actually in the right room. And they count them 1, 2, 3, and not, ground, and then 1, 2, 3. But you know what might actually help? We have a spell that repels weak encounters. Maybe I should cast that while I'm looking for random treasure. If it works here. Oh, we don't have a spell that repels random encounters. Oh, yes we do. There it is. Nothing happened? Maybe it only works on the world map, actually. Doesn't seem to work in here. Well, this is a great start to episode 1. Or, well, not episode 1. Beginning of the episode. You know what I mean. I mean, the very last square we check. Unless I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I'm searching incorrectly. I mean, I don't think I have to search the half tiles. Because in the original, there was no half movement. It was just one square at a time, so. Come on, give me your magic armor. Is it too much to ask for a little bit of magic armor? Oh, this is depressing. I mean, I don't think I've missed anything on south side of this. All that's left is this little north crook. Hooray! We found the Dues Yarn. Oh, okay. Well, congratulations. If you found that on your own without ever looking up a guide, good for you. You are a good person. Anyway, that's done. The next thing we're going to go do... Well, we're going to turn that in and actually get some armor shortly. But first, while we're up here by Shiptown, kind of between Shiptown and Alfgard, we're going to head due north. Again, I'm not sure how you're supposed to know really where to go. I think some people give us a couple tips on which town they were near to. But, yeah, I think it's, according to the guide, it's like basically just up along here. There should be a sea tile that's a different color. And if not, then I've lost. I don't know where I am. Isn't this just taking us back? It's supposed to be north of that town. Shoot. I thought it was... I did check the guide. And it suggested going north of that town. I thought that was the town I was looking at. And you have to dive off into the different colored water. Well. Where else could we go from here? I thought it was like the first thing you did when you got your boat. It was... Well, you know what? There is one place we haven't been to. This is totally unrelated, but I did just remember. So we can do another side trip here. Maybe this is where we need to go anyway. I don't know. The northeast section of the starting continent had a little island with a shrine on it that I don't think we ever went to. I don't care about normal babbles. I want metal babbles. So I think this is a new spot for us. This is a place of information. Have you obtained the Eye of Malroth? No. The Eye of Malroth sleeps deep inside a cave in the middle of the ocean. I hear that you can only enter the cave if you're in possession of the moon fragment. Alright, well that's cool. That's a little, maybe, yeah, that's handy. It sort of tells you where to go next. So we probably could have come here at any point once we had the ship. And they would tell us the next plot progression. I don't think he's going to tell us where, I should probably just return a spell here. I don't think he's going to tell us how to get the pirate treasure or the merchant treasure. Although, to be honest, getting that item is less important. Like, it'd be nice, but it's far more important that we get this magic armor for the princess. So we'll go do that, and maybe next episode I'll double check where to go. I believe the only real bonus you get out of the merchant ship quest is remember the harp, the silver harp in the last game, or the harp of Garen's harp, whatever they wanted to call it in the translation. Basically, in Dragon Quest 1, you just traded it in for a part of the quest item for the Rainbow Drop, Staff of Rain or something, I think. Anyway, if you used it as an item on the overworld, it's or in a dungeon even, it summoned a random encounter, basically. So I believe that's the item. It's not exactly the same, but essentially, you know, you get an item that can summon random battles, which is cool. Don't get me wrong, but not necessary, perhaps. Like, oh right, they're normal mandrills. Those are just weaklings, right? Hey, another chance. Hate myself. I hate metal slimes, but yeah, like theoretically, if I'd had that item that may summon enemies in, like, just instead of walking back and forth, you can just summon enemies over and over again, and perhaps some of them are better chance at getting rare monsters, maybe. But anyway, when we're at the top of that moon tower, maybe we could have potentially use the item to fight metal babbles a little bit more often. So I'll try that out if I figure out how to get the treasure. And you know what? We've got Firebane, which hits everything. It's Bang, basically, from later games. Between Bang and the staff, I bet you we can kill this big group. Alright, so Thunder did pretty good. Firebane, that looks pretty fun. Oh boy, there's your damage. Didn't work on everything, but so how much MP was that? Like, that's a pretty strong spell. I'll see you in the next combat. I wasn't paying attention. That'll tell you. Firebane. You know, for 4 MP, that is a discount. Because it hits every enemy for possibly more damage than Roland can even deal normally. Of course, sometimes they just don't take any damage, so that's a negative. Enemies seem to resist magic more often than physical attacks. Anyway, that's a nice little touch. For 4 MP, yeah, I mean, that's cheaper than a heal more spell, so even if it saves you one decent-sized attack, it might be worth the 4 MP. Unfortunately, it seems to have failed every time on the Gold Orc. And we continue to get an encounter every single step. This is what I get for, like, figuring I don't need to heal, because we're so close to town, right? Alright, finally hit an Orc with Firebane. You know what? I like that spell. That's good. That would speed up some grinding if we wanted to just do the same fight over and over again kind of quick. How much money we got? Not anywhere near enough. Alright, so let's go to the secret loom guy. Alright, you've gathered my tools. Wonderful. Have the angel's robe of water. But come back another day. So I think, just to save some time, I think all you have to do for this one is save it and then reload your game to get him. It's one of those tricks where you have to stop playing, I think. Although I'll leave town after resting, I'll try that. But I think we're going to have to actually make a proper save and then reset the game. Which you can do somewhere. Can anyone actually save your game? Was there actually no... Sorry, I got a little bit confused. Was there really no way to save your game in this town? Well, let's check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the trick is you have to stop playing. The way to win is to stop playing, of course. Yeah, we've already done all this stuff. We're good. Maybe this weird old man by the... I'm confused. Why can't I save my game here? Good church. I mean, like, nobody else to talk to. There was, like, the old man. Come on, old man. I'm the best Let's Player in the world. We're just gonna keep coming in and out of this one town. Because you automatically leave if you step off the path. Alright, so... How about you, old man? You want to save now? No. So, I take it there's really nowhere to save and reload. So we're gonna actually have to leave the town. I will try one more day of resting. In case it's counting in sleeps. But I'm pretty sure it's worse than that. Okay. This is where the monotony starts to settle. Alright, we're gonna have to actually save the game, which means we have to go to a different town, because there's no save spot. Oh. Frustration, it grows. Alright. Random dude in a house lets me save. It's super convenient. Look how convenient it is. No, we need a break. You're not. You have to reset the game. Okay. We don't get to go to the title screen anymore. All right. Thanks RPG1 for translating this, but come on, guys. Could you just use the proper names for stuff? All right. Continue. Just bear with me, folks. So now, all we gotta do is travel back to that dumb town one more time. If there was actually a secret place in there where you could save it, I'm sorry, but I tried. You know what, we got lots of MP. Let's just Firebane stuff. Everything gets Firebaned. And everything gets super speed, because we're 15 minutes in and I have yet to do the one thing I wanted to do. Well, I had two things. I wanted to find the treasure, I couldn't find the treasure, and I wanted to get the armor for the princess. It's down first. This one? Yes. Alright, we'll get some experience. Yeah, I think Firebane is going to be worth it as a general use traveling spell. Just, that's so good. Alright. Especially when you got nice groups. Oops, nice groups like this. Probably should have used the Thunder Staff, but I feel like the zombies, well, I thought they'd be a little bit weaker to fire and they would just die, but that's okay. Those guys aren't the most dangerous. Alright. This better be the best armor in the game. Well, to be honest, you're probably going to be disappointed, but it is Linda's best armor, so at least she's got that going for her. Most difficult to get armor in the game. You have to explore a random square in the middle of a dungeon you don't normally even go to. And then you have to save the game and quit at a town different than the one where you drop the item off. Oh, I think there was also a chest, I did check, in the last dungeon, the Moon Tower, that I missed. But all it had in it was like 1,000 gold or something, so it wasn't like a big deal that we missed it. I did think that I may have missed one during our rush. So, I wanted to point out that, yeah, there is actually a chest that we skipped out on. There was a staircase that would have taken us back down on the left side of a map. And, it just a little bit of money. Terrific move! Linda gets a kill. Good for her. Alright, please, sir. I would love to have this mini quest, side quest done. Aha! Now it's complete! The Angel's Robe of Water. Isn't it beautiful? You should dress that beautiful woman accompanying you in it. But yeah, I mean, seriously, that is the point. What? Give it to her already? Of course not, he gave it to the guy. So, it turns out that anybody can equip it, which is kind of funny. You know, like, it is actually better than the Armor of Gaia, which is fun. But, like, it is meant for Linda, so I'm just going to give it to her. And I believe this one does have some special properties, so she'll take less damage from some magic. And, I mean, don't worry about Roland. He'll get some better armor one day. We'll find him a shield eventually. Although, before we go, let's sell off the evasion clothes. Yeah, we're not too far off of a power shield for Roland. And unfortunately, you can't get multiple Angel Robes of Water, although it'd be pretty awesome if we could get 3 of them. That would be really nice. I guess I could probably store the Watergate key away, and probably the Token of Rodo too. I think we've done the stuff that those are needed for. And then once we finish the next dungeon, we'll be able to store the Moon Fragment away to give us a little bit more inventory. Maybe even the Sword of Rodo, to be honest. But you always want to keep your keys, at the very least. Just give Linda all the rings. Okay, well, let's say, before I completely run out of time, let me, we'll heal up a little bit to restore some MP. But I will try to at least get to the next dungeon. And maybe we'll just do a longer episode today, because I've 20 minutes in. Anybody that made it this far, you know, you're a real trooper. But no, seriously, I want to get to the next dungeon and make some progress. So, we've seen this area before. We know where to go. It's kind of on the east side of the map. There's a little island surrounded in rocks. We've got access to the map, which will make it easier to find. Oops. Well, of course that'll happen. So, northwest, basically. And then the other mysterious ocean shrine is the one we need to go to when we get all 5 crests. But, unfortunately, we're still one off. Alright, this is, I'm pretty sure, what I'm looking for. Unfortunately, not the treasure where the merchant ship sunk. But, it is an important dungeon. With lava. So this is definitely a good time to have Step Guard. And I believe, well, this is not technically where the game starts to get really difficult, but it is definitely going to start to ramp up fairly quickly from here on out. So, it's not this dungeon, but it's the next dungeon specifically that's really, really rough. But it sort of starts around here. Let's go explore these skulls, or skeletons. I don't know what I'm expecting to find on the skeletons, but... Alright, well, because it's been a long episode, we'll still do some speeding up. Also, these guys aren't, like, new, so when we're fighting enemies that we've been fighting for a long time, I don't feel like going slow is as important. Double sleep is pretty rough. I don't think the Robe of Water has any special effects. I could be wrong, though. Nope, doesn't do anything. So, interestingly enough, anyway, those gust enemies, they don't seem to hit very hard. They just are annoying with their sleep and stop spell and all that. Alright, so this is a more of a medium-sized dungeon, the way I remember it. We haven't fought very many of these creepy-looking eyeballs. Devil's eyes. And of course, the sorcerer gets us Firebane off before we can do anything. How do you like it now? The biggest problem is just every time he gets a Firebane off, it costs us a lot of MP trying to heal back up. And I don't like having people at 50 HP or so right now. Enemies still just hits too hard. Alright. You found the magic nut! I'm going to keep magic nutting Roland. Although, let me see here. Save. MP plus 4. I wonder if it resets... Yeah, it's actually an easy... If you're playing on an emulator, it's easy to cheese. Some games you have to, like... You get the same value every time unless you, like, save or reload or something, or go to the inn. In this one, you can basically just get the max value on an emulator anytime you wanted, which is definitely cheating, but... Well, no, I mean, you could do it in the original game. You just would have to do it in a town and reset every time it failed. I wouldn't call it cheating, but I would call it exploiting. Now, this looks like perhaps the way to keep going. So before we go to the next floor, I want to check the top area on this floor. I don't know if that's going to work. Maybe it was worth the MP, I don't know. This dungeon's a bit of a grind. Like, this is not a short, easy dungeon. So I should probably try to be a little bit better on my MP spending. Copper sword, well that's worth like $100. See, I'm pretty sure there's something in the top left here. I wish step guard lasted a little bit longer in this version. Wow. Big defense down. Linda's basically dead. Great. I really need to be more careful about that. With no spell to resurrect, it's really not good to rush and have people go down. Okay, there is one treasure chest. And I know we've talked about this before. Technically, you can run from battles to try to conserve your MP HP a little bit better, but the point is, the more battles you skip, the less experience you get, and in the long run, you're just gonna make you're just making your life harder later on. Because while you could probably argue that we're strong enough for this dungeon right now, we are not anywhere near strong enough for the next dungeon, I can tell you that. We need lots of level ups. Alright, Linda, level 15, 1 strength, 3 speed, 1 vitality, 7 HP, 6 MP, heal all. Now that's the kind of spell I want to see. So how much is that going to cost? $8 MP, not bad. That might be our most efficient spell right now. For stuff like Firebane. Funny how Roland has the offensive best spell, and Linda has the healing support best spell. Even though he's supposed to be the paladin, and she's supposed to be the offensive mage. It's kind of like the developers for Dragon Quest II hadn't really decided what roles different character classes were going to take on yet. You'll have to look at Dragon Quest III for that. Level 19 Roland, 1 strength, 6 speed, 3 defense, 7 HP, 3 MP. Not bad. He needs lots of HP. It'd be nice to get some defense as well, but we're going to Firebane this one though, because that's a lot of hands. I mean, we missed a couple, but I think it was definitely worth it. And the last Blood Hand just tried to call for help. Fool! You fool! There is no help. Okay, 1 level done. The treasure chest was a trap! Blue was poisoned. Well, isn't that typical? Alright. Good job, good job. Puppet Men. So, these might be new. I don't know if we fought this color of Puppet Men yet. They seem fairly weak to thunder, which is nice. 15 damage to my weakest character. Oh, they've got the MP stealing dance. That sucks. So not only do we lose like 1 heal more's worth of MP, we also lost more than that in the dance, stealing it. That sucks. Okay, we got stairs, we got a guard, we got 2 stairs, 3 stairs, a million bloody hands, stupid gold orc. Enemies are too good at avoiding Firebane. Alright, 4... There's at least 4 staircases on this level. Let's go talk to some guards. Have you located the Temple of Fire? Probably not. I hear that somewhere in this cave is a temple that is dedicated to the worship of the evil gods. In that place, there should be a clue that gets you closer to Hargon's temple. It's best to be careful. The worshippers of evil gods are sure to protect the temple. Well, at least they gave us a hint while we're down here. Oh, metal baubles. Ah! You found the prayer ring. Wow, we've got a lot of prayer rings, whatever they are. I'm getting a little bit lost. I missed a lot of staircases on the last floor. Okay, that just loop-de-loops. That helps. Still gonna Firebane here because... the gold orc seems to be very resistant to magic, I gotta say. But yeah, no, damaging those blood hands, trying to kill a bunch of them in one turn seems to be pretty good. This takes me another floor down. If they were not separate groups, I wouldn't feel bad about trying to surround them, but because that would only affect one, it's like, I don't know if it's worth it. To be fair, they're not dealing too much damage to us either. Well, this looks promising. We'll have to do some more exploring back on the second floor later, but for now, this is a dead end, isn't it? But it's got metal baubles that run away. Alright. It's a good maze. It's making me work for my money. At least it's not dark like Dragon Quest 1 where you have to use torches or radiant all the time. As neat as that was, it was a pain to have to micromanage. We're probably going to want to use some healing after this battle, I'm going to guess. Everyone's taking some big hits. Well, we should be okay. As long as there's no sapping, we shouldn't be taking enough to die here. Alright. Let's test out that heal all. So, for 8 MP... Oh, I was thinking heal us. Heal all is single target, max HP. Right. Nice, but not actually what I was thinking of. Dang it. Because she doesn't have the cheap heal spell. We need higher max HP before I'm really happy using heal more all the time. And heal all is even more, like, you need to have like 100 HP for that to really matter. I got mixed up. I don't actually think heal us is in this game. That would be too good. Area of effect healing, right? Better check these skeletons out. Probably better just run from this fight because of the MP stealing, but... Alright, skeletons continue to let us down. Why are there trees down here now, huh? This is like underwater in a volcano. Do they steal MP as well? I just don't see how trees would be able to thrive in an underwater volcano. I mean, they are monster trees. Alright, that just looped us back here. Probably the lava up. If I took that path in the middle there, I bet you that's where we actually need to go. Maybe... I don't think Surround will actually affect their chance to do their jig. And I don't think Stop Spell would stop it either. Wow, that worked really well. Well, so much for Roland having any MP. Just take it away. Okay, yeah, I bet you that staircase across the lava is the one we actually need. But I should talk to this guy up here first, because I was avoiding this guy for some reason. Well, if they're just going to steal all our MP anyway, we might as well use it. I'd rather at least get some value out of his MP by casting magic than just wait for somebody to steal it all. But it's scary running out of MP in one of these big dungeons where you can't just return up home, basically. Alright, more level ups is good. Level 21. 6 strength, 3 speed, 1 defense, 6 in HP. Pretty good level up. Good attack. I heard that long ago a volcano at the bottom of the sea erupted and formed this cave. At times, it's almost too hot to endure. I mean, I don't know how anyone even gets here. We had to use a moon fragment to part the coral seas just to get to this place. How did all these other random guards get in here? That was a good Firebane. Pretty happy there. Does this lead anywhere? Okay, I think this just connects back up. Yeah, so I think we've seen all the staircases except the one that was behind the little lava lake. Oh, killer tigers. This might be a situation where we'd actually get more value out of defense. See how much Blue can hit for. Roland. Oh man, Linda just gets massacred there. And she even had the upgraded armor. This is not good. 3 killer tigers is apparently 1 too many. I guess I should have tried sleep or something. Sap is good, but not good enough when they can kill Linda in 1 round. Well, that's why we have 1 resurrection item. Well, we better keep our HP topped up, because that's nuts. Those tigers are way too strong. Alright, well, let's try... Also, if Roland ever runs completely out of MP, we can't use Step Guard. That'd be sad. I'm very close to the point of just trying to run away from battles, because, like, there's still a ways to go, I think. Oh, good. Encounters everywhere. That's what we need. Alright, the trees that steal MP. That's even worse, actually. At least Blue is doing a ton of damage. Hey, a door. Don't forget your keys, kids. Okay. So, last time this went terribly. Please put them to sleep. It did not work. Well, I tried something new. Let's try confusing them. Alright, so surround might be the way to do it then. Sleep didn't work. Sap didn't really make much difference. But if we can lower their accuracy, that's probably the best value. How much total MP does Linda have? HP, that is. 80. Down 18. Not enough to really value. Another trap? Oh man, that's actually kind of bad. We're running really low on MP here on Roland. You found the strength seed. Blue could be stronger. You know, the game is just giving me so much grief. I feel like it owes me a nice seed here. I want that +4 if I can get it. I'm actually not 100% sure if strength gives you +4, but I figure it's worth a shot. I've seen 3s at least. 3 might be as high as it goes. It's seeming fairly likely that's as good as it gets. Alright, I'll take it. I don't want to waste too much time. More treasure. Oh boy, another million staircase level. Oh, this is not good. Too many killer tigers. Alright, Surround seems to be the right spell at least. And the only thing that really reduces their damage output is to just lower their accuracy. Definitely worth the 2 MP to cast Surround on that fight. 100%. Oh, Maya, there's so many stairs. Found the magic armor. Well, that's worth a fair bit of money, even if I don't need one. I'm gonna guess that it's this one across the lava. Probably not. So the bottom right is where we ended up from the other loop. We're starting to get really low on resources is all I'm worried about now. It looks like top left is probably the staircase we need. Possibly. I don't like the looks of this either. I'm really glad that we pulled out a surround there. If they can cast Sap, and assumingly they have a fairly strong attack, they could crush us with 0 defense if they were not, you know, surrounded by illusions. A lot of lava here. Oh, now there's another way down. We haven't been down this yet. What do you think? This could be it. This is it! Alright! Good news, everybody. We made it to the end of this dungeon. The bad news is we don't have very much MP left. Alright, everyone's healed up pretty well. I'm just gonna put a save in just in case. Alright. Insolent fools! You will disgrace the Temple of Fire. We will sacrifice your souls to our gods. Alright, so these guys aren't that bad. These are just the Firebane mages. So maybe I can put one to sleep. They didn't do double Firebane on turn 1, so I think we'll be okay. It doesn't work. Of course it doesn't work. But yeah, these guys aren't... It's sort of like a mini-boss, but like... It's not even really as hard as some... Like a 3-killer tiger is more difficult than this. How can it be, Lord Hargan? Yeah, well. So what do we get for our trouble? Oh, Metal Hunters could be bad, actually. Mm-hmm. He only did 3 damage to blue? Oh, there he goes. Double attack. It was the Hell's Messenger that did. Yeah, so these are the first enemies that get 2 attacks per round. They kind of get the Falcon Blade effect. You found the Statue of Evil, or it's had other names, I think. I don't think anyone can equip it, per se. Later on, this sort of just becomes the Magma Staff in the future, but... Okay, so that wasn't even that hard of a fight. The trouble is, I don't have enough MP to get out of here. Oh boy. Might be worth a heal wall. I think heal more will still basically max them out. Yeah. So save your 3 MP. Don't waste heal all on Roland yet. Alright, this bottom floor is terrible. We need to get away. I'm just gonna try to run. Okay, we got lucky there. I can fight 1. Yeah, they don't have as much defense in this version as they do in future games. We just need to get off this floor. This bottom floor is really bad. And we gotta get out of here. Oh, come on. Just let me go, please. And we got Firebanes. I don't know if I've got enough juice left to escape. There's gonna be no more exploring for treasure. We just gotta get out. Oh, that's another rough battle. I don't know if I should try to run or just hopefully get the surround off and not take too much damage. Because a failed run on a big fight like this could just... well, we would die. Yeah, because like if we failed to run and they pulled off 1 or 2 saps and then 2 hits, like they could probably just kill somebody. No second chances. But because we got the surround off, we're quite a lot safer. Okay, we're definitely looking a little rough. Maybe I should try that prayer ring. We have to go down and around. But like as we get higher into the floors, like back to the start, I think the encounters are a bit weaker. Except for this one. This guy's, we had to try to surround this one. Come on, go quickly, Linda. Alright, we got all of them, although they didn't miss. Blue is now basically dead. At least one of them... at least surround stopped one attack, right? Alright, up. Should be no more killer tigers. Unfortunately, I'm out of MP here. But this is the top floor. I think, other than maybe some treasure we've missed, that we are home free. Where was it? This was the way in. Whew, okay, that was dangerous. How close are we to any town? I need to end this episode, obviously. We're a little bit over, but if we go a little bit northeast, we can rest, which is good. Well, we managed to fit the whole dungeon in for this episode. I'll have a look at the guide to see if there's any important items in there we may have missed. I don't think we did, but you never know for sure, because I sure had to run quick at the end there. No MP, just by the skin of our teeth did we manage to get out of there. And I did have to use my my leaf, so I have to remember to go buy, or pick up another revive leaf. So next episode, don't let me forget. Go to the inn. Please let me... oh, right, you're not the inn. Please let me go to the inn! I'm dying. Alright, we also have enough money for that power shield, and that is something you can buy in this town. So that's a double bonus. That guy has still yet to give us any useful advice. Alright, well, before we end the episode then, at least let's buy a power shield. Please, let me buy a power shield. So we can sell a couple junk items. Actually, the magic armor was a good find. Like, that's worth a good amount of money. And, I mean, the copper sword is not really worth it. Oops. Trying to go fast now, but it's getting too late. Okay, that's all I want to sell. Now, I could take my money and buy a another Sword of Light for Blue, but it's sort of a waste because I do know... oh, they don't even sell... that's annoying. Does, have our... this town will sell them, though, right? Luckily, I left my, save at a good... this is a good town to leave as your save point, because it's kind of... it's got the good weapon shop, and it's kind of... well, this is how we teleport to Roland anyway, which is nice. So, I mean, this is kind of where we needed to go. Now, there is the more expensive shop in the underground town. And it did have a 60-some thousand gold armor, which would be nice. And it had that sword that Blue could use, technically an upgrade. But I think we'll just hold off and find him maybe a thunder sword or something. We have heard legends of it, someone told us. So anyway, we'll buy the power shield. I wouldn't be surprised if this is as good as it gets for Roland. Now I want to check. Kind of have a hunch that maybe this affects his stats somehow. So like, just pay attention to like his strength, agility, vitality. 41, 66, 31. I'm just curious if this gives him kind of a boost. Certainly the defense is nice. No, his stats are the same. It just gave him a bit of defense. Well, I mean, he's still the weakest defense, but, I mean, it helps, right? That's better than nothing. Hopefully we don't find him a better shield in the next dungeon as well, but... Anyway, let's sell. I mean, at least we're not using this junky leather shield we've had since the beginning of the game. And also, while I'm at the vault, before I completely forget, because I did mean to do this a while ago, let's throw the Watergate key in here. And I don't think we need Erdrick's token anymore. And I'm pretty sure now we don't need the Moon Fragment anymore either. So then all we're holding on to is stuff that we need, like keys, prayer rings, which I still haven't figured out how they work. The Sword of Roto, or Erdrick, could probably just store that as well, honestly. We need the Statue of Evil at least once. And I like to hold on to all the keys, so... kind of down to the bare minimum here. Let's... If I regret it, I'll regret it later, but I don't think there's any reason to hold on to this Erdrick sword. It's a lot weaker than the light swords, and it'll be a lot weaker than the thunder swords, so... Unfortunately, legendary weapons just... they don't hold up over time. And then with the last of our episode, before I was meaning to do this too, I like to have a reserve Wing of Chimera, because if we ever leave a certain mountain that's going to kill us, I want to have one freebie escape. And we definitely used a few medical herbs in that last dungeon. So now that I've got a little bit more inventory space, having a few spares is probably a good idea. I know they don't heal a whole lot, but, you know, when you're out of MP and you're just barely hanging in there, having a few extra, basically heal 1 spells for free, I think it's pretty helpful. I'll just sort of fill up our inventory a little bit with some of these. And I noticed that I do have a shopping ticket, or whatever we call it, a lottery ticket. So we'll see if we can get the gold card. I don't even really know what it does, but... Well, nope. Now I wonder... Like, okay, now that we're getting pretty close to the end of the game, would it be worth trying to cheese it? I mean, that was very close. I just want to see if it's... Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's actually set. Just like the seeds. So, you could maybe... Like, what if I just reload till I get a star? Can I totally cheat? Or is it set, like... Okay, we got a star. Let's try the second one. Can we get something other than a raindrop? Yeah? So I think... I'm gonna feel really bad if this is like a super awesome item we get, but I kind of have a hunch it's not very useful. And it might be one of those things where if you're just really good at timing, you could just get it... You know, like Mario Brothers 3 on the NES, right? Like, if you run full speed at the end... sort of lottery cycling star moon thing, you can always get the right thing. And the same thing with their little mini games. So like, now to be fair, it's not giving me a lot of stars on the second slot here, so the odds are clearly not in our favor. Oh, there we go. As soon as I said it. I'm just tired of never winning the lottery, and I don't think any of the other rewards give us anything useful. So... Come on, one more star. Every time I lose, imagine that was another lottery ticket gamble. And if it takes me more than 100, it's like I would never have gotten a chance to get this without cheating. This is what I think about gambling, everybody. Yeah, we're winners! So what is this friggin' thing? Congratulations. Oh, wait, that's a second place? Wait, I need the suns. I did all that for the wrong one. Okay. Alright. Alright. Serves me right. I need... So what are the chances of getting a sun? If it was hard to get 3 stars, how hard is it going to be to get 3 suns? Is it going to be basically impossible? Maybe I should just do this between episodes and then at the beginning of the episode be like, oh, look, I won! Yeah, okay. I'm going to also look up if the gold card does anything, if it's worth our trouble. So I'm going to end the episode here, and maybe next time we'll have a gold card. Or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. It's been a long enough episode. We got to end it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.